Hi everybody, how are you? Well, so today we are going to talk about daily routines, daily activities. Okay, we have started talking about daily routines. Whenever we talk about the time, daily activities, well, we are dealing with daily routines. When we talk about daily routines, we are talking about present simple. Present simple in English is the tense that that helps us express what we do in our everyday life. Okay, what we do daily, the activities we perform every day or regularly, right? Well, so whenever we talk about present simple, we need to take into account, to pay attention to the persons I, you, we, and they, and that is on one side, and on the other side take into account he, she, it, especially when we talk or when we express affirmative sentences, right? Well, so suppose I want to say yo me levanto a las 7:30. I get up at 7:30. If I want to say, si yo quiero decir ella se levanta a las 7:30, I'm going to say she gets up at 7:30. That is, gets up. Gets up. So I add s to the verb. Okay? Well, so then suppose I say yo voy al cine todos los viernes. I go to the cinema every Fridays. What about him? Si queremos decir él va al cine todos los viernes, we need to say he goes to the cinema every Friday. He goes, right? We say goes, so we add es to the verb. Suppose we want to say, well, we study English on Mondays. Los lunes nosotros estudiamos inglés. We study English on Mondays, right? Well, what about if we want to talk about she or he? We say she studies English on Mondays. In this case, we're going to add ies to the verb studies, right? Well, what about negative sentences? Whenever we talk about negative sentences, we use do or does plus not. So we're going to have don't, doesn't. When do we use don't and when do we use doesn't? We use don't with I, you, we, and they. And we use doesn't with he, she, it. For example, an example would be I don't get up at 7:30. Yo no me levanto a las 7:30. Well, so suppose I want to say ella no se levanta a las 7:30. Well, she doesn't get up at 7:30. So, what about the verb? In these cases, in the cases of negative sentences, we don't add s or es to the verb. We don't add s, es, or ies to the verb, right? The verb is in the infinitive form. right? If the verb is get, well, it is get. If the verb is